Alright guys, how you doing? Again, my name is Michael Fiore. I am CEO and founder of Inspire to Inspire, as well as Director of Outreach for Voices for Awareness and Facing Fentanyl. So first and foremost, thank you everybody for being here, because we can't spread prevention and awareness without your help. So we're going to go through some things with fentanyl real quick. Does everybody see what's in my hand right now? It's a sugar packet, right? Not that big, not much context in it, right? So if I open this sugar packet out and I dump it, that's enough fentanyl to kill 500 people right there. And this one packet is enough to kill 500 people. We all losing somebody every 5 minutes. So this event today goes from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. That's 6 hours. So while we're here, 72 lives are going to be lost. 72 families are going to be crushed while we're being here. So let's make sure when we're here, we actually meet everybody, say hello to everybody. So raise your hand if you know anyone that's been poisoned by fentanyl. Everybody take a look around. It's affecting us one way or another, right? So I lived in New York City during 9/11. What happens in this country every 2 weeks, is probably more now, is the same amount of deaths that happened in 9/11 happens in this country every 2 weeks. So at 9/11, you either knew someone that was in the towers that unfortunately passed away, or you knew someone that passed away. Fentanyl is also happening the same way. So there's some words that I want to go through that I think if we start saying, start approaching this situation different, we'll start to be able to get more awareness of prevention in this country. So they call it an overdose, right? When I think of overdose, unfortunately, I think of someone like me that was an addict and, an active addiction. I think of a heroin addict with a needle in their arm, right? Overdose, the definition of overdose means the excessive use of drugs. Andrea's daughter, Amy's son, they did not have an overdose, they were poisoned. Because to consider something an overdose, please explain to me what a safe dose of fentanyl is. There's no such thing as a safe dose, right? There's another word that we're using. And if you do say overdose, I think what's happening in our country is that the recreational users aren't going to think anything's going to happen to them because they're only using a little bit amount on the weekend. So by us saying it's an overdose, they don't think this problem is their problem. Same thing with a child, I'm pretty much sure. A lot of us are in recovery. We experimented with drugs. Kids are going to experiment with drugs, but if we call it an overdose, like Ashley, a half a pill, they're not going to think it's going to happen to them. We need to start speaking about fentanyl in a different light. This is not a drug. It is a poisoning. It is not a drug. It is a weapon of mass destruction. You guys explain to me a weapon that could kill somebody every 5 minutes. It's a weapon of mass destruction. It's not an epidemic. It's not a pandemic. Excuse the language. We're being fucking exterminated. This is what's happening in our country right now. So the word laced, right? The word laced means the minority of. When I hear the word laced, I think icing on a cake, right? The pills are no longer laced with fentanyl. The fentanyl is actually the cake, and what it's laced with is whatever drug you think you're getting. We're being deceived. You know what I'm saying? We're being lied to. We need to come together. And I'm going to end it with this because we got some great bands today, right? I don't need you to tell me what time it is right now. Why I don't need you to tell me what time it is? Because this is our time right now. Yeah. This is our moment in history to make history, right? So let's make a moment together right now, and let's show Fullerton how we're going to stand together. Everybody, please put your arms up in the air right now. If you're tired of parents burying their kids, kids burying their parents, sisters burying their brothers, and brothers burying their sisters, and friends burying their friends, stand with us today and fight with us today. If you're tired of those banners adding faces and faces and faces to it, let's stand today. Fullerton, California, let's show United States of America what unity and community looks like. Love you, Inspire.